Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ritchie Roundup. Ooh, I'll be looking good tonight. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning because I do several radio shows, and I still be looking good at this time of night. Wow. Thank you for listening to this podcast. I appreciate it. It's whatever I didn't have time to get to on my radio show. It's always fresh material. So if you hear the radio show and you think I don't want to hear the podcast because I've already heard it, then that's not the case, because it's always fresh, and vice versa. Or as a lot of people say, vice versa. Vice versa. Hang on a second. Let me get to the clip here that I'm going to use. Where did it go? Uh-oh. I can't find it. Give me a second. I'm sorry. All right, here you go. Okay, this is a pink-haired woman. She's a liberal. And she's talking about the I think it's the terror attack where the person ran through the crowd at the Gay Pride Festival in Berlin. And he's no longer with us on this earth because they killed him, but he was a Muslim. But she still somehow finds a way to blame the white man.
In Berlin, there was an attack. A van drove through a crowd of people celebrating Berlin Pride Parade. So the suspect is an Islamic extremist. That's their suspect right now. That's what I read, okay? I'm not going to say anything about the rest of the Muslim population because of actions of this one person. But what I can say is the people who were celebrating about this were all white men, young white men. We've all seen how you guys react towards gay people and how you wish harm on them constantly. You're not going to hide behind another scapegoat group and pretend that they're actually the violent ones when it's you.
Yeah, don't hide behind them saying they're actually the violent ones. You know, the ones who drove through the crowd of gay people yelling Allahu Akbar, and not the ones who walk through the streets of Paris stabbing people, including a pregnant woman, yelling Allahu Akbar. Not the ones who walk through New York with a screwdriver stabbing two innocent people, one a Jew, one an Asian, yelling Allahu Akbar. No, let's not hide behind them and pretend they're the violent ones when it's actually the white man who is the violent group. God, these people are just completely shameless. Can you imagine? I'm telling you, what's happening is that these people are running out of ways to blame white men for everything. So they're really just fishing. They're fishing, trying to come up with any way to turn any tragedy back to white men. And it's not working. Again, the demand for white supremacy far, far outweighs the supply. It's just not there. It's not there. Here's another case. This woman's talking about reparations and slavery, driving to work in scrubs, which I'm assuming she is in the medical field somehow. And it looks like a nice car. She's still mad at the white man. Listen.
For all of the white tea people that say, well, I didn't take you into slavery. I wasn't even born back then. Well, guess what? Newsflash. Honey bunches of oats. You're still living off your forefathers' generational wealth originated and generated by black people. So you are just as guilty. Have a lovely day.
Okay. Well, her ass didn't want to go to work that morning. Obviously, she didn't want to get up. She's like, I don't want to get up. I wouldn't have to be going to work if it weren't for white people. White people aren't having to go to work today. They're living off of their forefathers' wealth. Get your ass up and go to work. We all got to do it. My family didn't own slaves. What kind of generational wealth did my family get from slavery? None. But what had happened was black people and white people were getting along pretty well. In the 80s, in the 90s, everything, you can go back and see all these clips. They're doing, on the news, going up to black people on the streets in New York. What do you think about white people? And they go, that's straight with me. Everything's cool. Every one of them. They're fine. They don't do nothing to me. If they don't do anything to me, I'm cool with them. Everybody I deal with is nice. Then all of these race hustlers were running out of material. It was hard for them to say, your experience that you're having every day with the white man is racism and white supremacy, because people were going, hey, white people are nice to me. I don't have a problem with white people. So then they have to make up all of this stuff. Like, well, because of slavery, the generational wealth and the way that you are now not wealthy is because of slavery. And then Obama came along, and then that went from slavery is still holding you back, even though it was hundreds of years ago, and nobody that was a slave, and nobody that owned any slaves. That's still, this whole crap that she was just spewing out of her stupid ass mouth. That was one thing. And then that started to play out a little bit. And then they had to come up with this idea of what do you call it? Microaggressions and white supremacy that's just inherited in the genes, and you don't even know if you're a white supremacist. Every little thing you do is because of white supremacy, and they just keep adding to it and moving the goalposts and all, because if they didn't, then white people and black people would be getting along. But they can't have that. The leftists can't have that. The race hustler communists on the left can't have that, because then they lose all purpose. Just like I say, any black person that is a professional Democrat is a mouthpiece for division in this country. I don't care if you're a politician that holds office, or if you're a professor, or if you're a pundit on MSNBC, whatever you are, if you are a Democrat and you are black and you are a Democrat for a living, then you are a mouthpiece for division. Clean, pure, and simple. That's what you are. And if you're a black person and you see a black Democrat, professional Democrat, with all this nonsense about everything being white supremacy and all, they're doing that to keep you down and to keep you mad at white people and to keep you from having good relationships with white people, because it doesn't benefit them for you and white people to live harmoniously. Whether it's your preacher, whether it's your radio personality, you know the ones I'm talking about. Or whether it's Dr. Umar or Roland Martin or any of the rest of them. They've got ulterior motives, and it's not that they want you to live a happy life. It's that they want to keep you in an uproar if you're black, and always mad and always blaming somebody. That's why they're so relentless when it comes to attacking black conservatives, because a black conservative is the biggest threat to a black professional Democrat losing their livelihood. Think about it. Think about it, and you'll see, as usual, that I am absolutely right. All right, that's it for tonight. Ooh, I got all that in 10 minutes. It's Monday. I got to stick and move. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Talk to you soon. Bye.